All right. I changed things around. Hey, Pika. Hey, Whispers. We've got a new character that happens to have she's made her way from TikTok to YouTube. But I'm going to take us to TikTok for a little bit of a overview of what we're about to get into. This is courtesy of our wonderful friend Pika, this new character here. Hey, Steph. Hey, Taylor with Stitchin', Bitchin', and more. And then we are going to look at current time that's in process of happening and how damn excited people are that there happens to be another misinformation crony on the horizon. Let's go. Hey, everybody. Hope your night's going well. What a day it has been. What a day. We started off the morning with the grindest expectation thus far. So, talking about this psychos. I don't know what to call them. If you missed out on Chasing's live earlier, I highly encourage you to go watch Chasing's live, specifically the comment section about the middle of the live stream, because our friend Electronic Medium decided to grace Chasing with her presence. And my gosh, she is really proud of her experiments on high profile, quote unquote, missing children's cases. She loves her experiments and thinks that this is funny in some way, shape, or form, and made some pretty hefty claims about her working with the University of Arizona and stuff. She's a local to me, I guess, so this will be fun to find out what all of this entails. I'm excited to talk to some victims advocacy groups tomorrow because I know that they would be interested, because I've actually spoke to a few of them locally, and they have talked extensively about how internet technology laws have not caught up to technology, and they are seeing a lot of problems with the exploitation. We've had quite a few high profile cases here over the last couple of years, and it's been a huge problem. So there's some people that have interest in this as is, and then making claims that you work with a doctor from the University of Arizona. It just could be an interesting little ordeal. So let me say hello, Pika, Whispers, Steph, Taylor with Stitchin', Bitchin', and more. Roro, Petunia, Smiles, Mgday, Angel, Bo, Honey Elder, Catherine, Elizabeth. Yep, this one's Pika's fault. I always have somebody to blame. Hey, Roro. I think I said that already. You guys, sorry, I'm tired. The one this morning, like, exhausted me. Hey, Austin. Hey, Nicole. T. Kathy ain't got no time for BS. Chatty. I could do this all day long and never run out of content. That's how fucking sad this is. Well, there's that. Hello, TK. Am I robotic? Hold on. Let me go out. I'll be right back. Let's see. Is that any better? Let me know if this is any better. If not, I might have to switch devices. I'm good now. Sound is good. Okay. Better. Thank you guys. I figured out how to exit without canceling the whole thing. Look at me go. I'm finally figuring things out after 2 years. Thank you guys. Hey, Sweet and Sleuthy. True Love has 4 paws, Janice. Thank you guys for letting me know. I didn't say anything profound as is. Mary Beth, Gemini, Sherry, Shelly, FBSI, Nash Native. You know, Nash Native, it is draining. It's draining because people are weird, right? So many people have strong opinions, which they're entitled to. People are entitled to their opinions, but it's just interesting how people think they can tell me what to do and what I should find important. And then they find it necessary to come places and announce things like I've upset that, like, it's people are just weird. That's what's draining, is dealing with all the characters around these things. You can't just do what you're doing, and people are exhausting. People are exhausting. Sweet one. There's so many people that I dislike, but I can go in a chat and act like an adult. It seems that some people can't. Hey, Cat's Eye. Hey, Aries. Hey, Tebow. Hey, Carla. So this one's going to be especially triggering for my loved ones of autism, family members, or friends. Liberty, Terry. So if you need to step away, please think of you first. Hey, Diana, Bomber Trucker, Bodie McBoatface, Southern Gal. I sound good. Okay. Patty Ponytail. Kyle's in the garage still cussing Steve, by the way, for an update. Hey, Lynn Love and Light. Hey, Chapped. Hey, Annie Elder. Hey, Alma. You turn to the... Are they saying that you turn to the dark side? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that this is considered the dark side. Hey, Kraken. And I'm sorry that you're getting... I hope nobody's coming at you or anything. Truly, you haven't done or said anything. Hey, Twisted, Isabel. Don't give 2 shits. Chasing. Oh, what a day it's been. I have sat on panel with you, Casey, a few times. I have. I know, Smiles, I'm not going to. It's just people are exhausting. People and their personalities. Like, the drama shit is exhausting. That's what's exhausting. You're wearing your anti-trigger tinfoil hat. Chasing said that too. And it is. Like, that part is just so uninteresting. It's just like, well, Kyle still hates Steve. Yep. Hey, Duchess. Rondi, KCG. It really is. Like, that's the draining part. Like, this is draining. These people are draining because it's just like, how do people get to this point in life where they do this? All right, let's get to it. So if you're asking why we're going to TikTok first, it's because I'm trying to give you a little backstory to who this person is before we look at her YouTube, because she has now made a YouTube channel. She's now made a YouTube channel and is going to be gracing us with her presence. But I want to give you a little bit of her backstory before and let her introduce herself with her words. I can't do it any better than she can. Hey, Trish. Again, if you need to step away, please do. Please take care of your mental health in this whole situation. These are really heavy. Today's live stream this morning was heavy, and this one, well, it might not be any lighter. Hey, Kay. All right, let me reshare my screen here. And she uses her full legal name on TikTok. This is nothing I can do about it. She also put it as her YouTube handle. So there's that. So again, like, I guess, if people are choosing these names for their channel names, this is just as it is. All right. So Miss Julie, we've got a new friend. Her name is Julie. Julie has been doing content for quite some time, but I'm going to let her talk you through it. This is from 4 days ago.
Here's another clue in the Sebastian Rogers case. You ever ask someone a question and there's an uncomfortably long pause before they answer it? Or there's a little pause, but when they start to speak, they say, yeah, well, right? Those are two examples of what could be deceptive language patterns. I went back and watched the Nancy Grace interview.
We have another expert on our hands based on Nancy Grace's interview. Cheryl Ray, you guys in this weird shit of ignoring these people. She's got 77,000 subs on TikTok, Cheryl Ray. I'm sorry, but the group of you that thinks it's so much better to ignore these people and expect them to go away. Let me just get on my fucking perch because I'm there anyways. Those weirdos that think it's better to ignore these people and do that, you do that. You go sit there, because what change comes from being silent? What change in history has ever came from people remaining silent and just hoping and praying? We're going to pray them away. We're just going to pray them away. Is that what we're doing? Because that seems to have worked. These people, most of them are established way before I ever point them out. She's got 77,000 subs on TikTok, ma'am. And if you don't like what I do, you see that little X button? Hit that fucking thing. Hit that and go be silent and be complicit in what happens to victims and their families by remaining silent. Because if we remain silent, we're part of the problem, not part of the solution. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I'm so sick of people being silent. So sick of people being silent about situations that are harming families and victims over and over and over again. And telling me, a grown-ass adult, what I should be doing with my time. You ain't my mama. You ain't feeding me, fucking me, or financing me. Any more questions? I'm so sick of these people telling me, we just ignore these people and don't bring them any attention. You go do that. You go sit there and do that. That's not what I'm going to do. Being silent has never. Chico said it all. And by the way, Duchess gave me that reminder earlier today about the 3 Fs. So you can thank Duchess for that with our little pep talk on the phone. There's that. All right, back to Julie, who has 77,000 subs on TikTok.
Of Chris and Katie Proudfoot, the mother and stepfather of Sebastian Rogers, that was done 4 weeks after Sebastian went missing. Sebastian, who's autistic, 15 years old, has now been missing over 8 months. The Nancy Grace interview was interesting because it was more like an interrogation than an interview. Chris and Katie Proudfoot had not done that many television interviews prior to appearing on Nancy Grace. In fact, they hadn't done very many interviews at all. They really weren't talking to anybody.
Nancy Grace's interview was more like an interrogation because, things made for TV are interrogations. Okay.
At that point, they had left their house in Hendersonville and were staying where they are now in a camper park over the Tennessee lines in Mississippi.
She 4 days ago says that they're staying in the RV over Tennessee lines in Mississippi. Again, failing to tell her subs and her audience that they left their home due to threats. Oh,
Grace gave them
I can only
many
imagine where we're headed.
rapid-fired questions asking about the disappearance of Sebastian and also about their lives in general. Some of her questions they answered quickly, but more than a few questions, there were uncomfortably long pauses before they answered, or when they started speaking, they did that thing.
I mean, parents going through their worst moments of their life with a child missing. I'm sure it was uncomfortable being on TV. I mean, we don't give grace, right? Okay.
If you've ever made a video for TikTok, oftentimes before you post it, you edit it to take out things like coughing or when you say,
Oh, look at that disclaimer. She read a lot about deceptive language patterns prior to making this video. Well, folks, we have an expert on our hands.
The way you edit it is you slice the beginning part of what you want to take out and the ending part of what you want to take out. So if I cough, I would slice right before I cough, then I would slice right after I cough, and eventually I would go back and delete my coughing.
Let me say one more thing to my first rant, because I don't know why I didn't follow this up. I'm sorry, my brain's still a little sidetracked because this is just going to irritate me the further we get. But I need to say this. Please don't take that offensively either if you don't have a channel and don't use your voice. That is not what I'm saying to anybody that doesn't have a channel. Those of you that are emailing Chasing to help sign letters, that are finding ways that you can use your voice, whether it's out loud or behind the scenes, that all plays a huge significant role. I'm not talking about just speaking out publicly. There's many other ways to use your voice and help victims and their families. So please don't take it that I mean you have to publicly speak out on a YouTube channel or do exactly what I do. That is not what I'm saying whatsoever. But I'll be damned if any ignorant mofo comes in my chat once more time and tells me you're bringing them attention. Well, guess what? I sure as hell am bringing attention to the ignorance they spew and the hateful rhetoric that they push about victims and their families when we have no evidence that a crime has been committed and there is a missing child that should be brought awareness to. All right, now I'm done.
Good editing tools on TikTok. You can see by the second how long the pieces you're going to take out. So here's what I did. I screen recorded the Nancy Grace interview and then started doing the slicing without deleting, as if I were going to edit out pauses and those ums. You can see here in this picture, there's two little lines, a space, and then another two little lines. Same thing over on the other side of me. Two little lines, a space, another two little lines.
Oh, this is going to be super high tech already. We're getting an editing lesson 101.
The unsliced area is where Nancy Grace is answering a question. The two little lines together is the number of seconds before one of the Proudfoot starts answering the question. On this picture here behind me, you can see there's only like 1 or 2 seconds before they start answering the question.
Did you ever think that this could be the way that it was also edited by TV? That maybe there was editing behind the scenes with TV? I mean, they were on a pre-recorded program too in places. I don't remember if this one that she's talking about was live or not.
Because the lines are very close together. But in other cases where there's a longer pause before the Proudfoot start answering, you can see the lines are more spread apart. For example, if you look down here where it says about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you see two lines close together. That means they answered the question in a second or two. But if you look at where it says about 4 minutes and 40 seconds, that's where Nancy Grace stopped asking her question. And the second line is further apart, which is where the Proudfoot started answering the questions. So look at the difference in the space at the 440 mark and the 430 mark.
Oh my gosh. Solved it. Solved it.
This case, they answer the question in 1 or 2 seconds. In this case, they waited at least 4 seconds before answering. I also went back after this and made a second set of lines if the Proudfoots start answering the question, but the beginning of their question is, well, that kind of thing. I have several clips to show you, so it's going to take 2 videos. I show you an example where they answer a question quickly, an example of where
Yay, we get 2 videos to explain this.
Pause for a bit before answering the question, what those questions were that they answered quickly and what the questions were where they didn't answer quickly. And it's very interesting. This first one is where they answered quickly.
That night, and around 9 p.m., you tell Sebastian to go to bed. He says, okay, and goes to his room. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll show you an example of a question where they paused before answering.
Okay. Have the 2 of you taken a polygraph?
I have.
I have not.
The first example was a question where the answer was something they had said before.
This has got to be a joke, right? Somebody's playing pranks on us, right? Who is bringing these people around?
The second question about the lie detector test, there was a long pause because this was the first time that Chris Proudfoot, despite professing that he had taken a lie detector test already, answered he had not. Part 2 next.
Oh, okay. So let's go over here. Hold on. Let's go and find part 2.
Take this test with.
All right. Here's part 2.
Me. Can you tell when Katie and Chris Proudfoot might not be telling the truth? And I show you this short clip that Nancy Grace asked them 4 weeks after Sebastian Rogers went missing. Sebastian.
This is the following day, 3 days ago. Her title is Let's Play 3 Truths and a Lie. Can you tell?
15-year-old autistic child from Hendersonville, Tennessee, has now been missing more than 8 months. See if you could tell where Katie and Chris might not be telling the truth based on what I explained in the last video about deceptive speech patterns. Specific.
Shit, I just saw somebody pop in the comments that I was supposed to call. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I totally spaced it.
When people pause before answering a question, or when they use filler phrases like, well, to buy time before answering a question. Here's the clip, and I'll come back and discuss.
Okay, so your master bedroom is on one side of the house and Sebastian's room is on the other side of the house. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, you have a third bedroom that I believe you keep for your other daughter. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Faith? Is your other daughter named Faith?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay, Julie. This is just mind-blowing information. It's about as enlightening as Cheryl's comments.
Okay. So where is Faith's bedroom as it relates to Sebastian's bedroom?
It's in the back side of the house. Sebastian's bedroom is
So
in the
it's-
front side of the house.
Okay. So his bedroom is away from Faith's bedroom and away from your master bedroom. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Sebastian's room on a top floor or a ground level?
We have a ranch.
Cheryl, thank you for the continued engagement in my live stream to help this get further out into the algorithm so more people know about the misinformation and intentional disinformation. Because at the end of the day, none of us assholes with YouTube channels or TikTok channels are going to be responsible for bringing Sebastian home. Law enforcement has that. They're the professionals. I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. Lower your expectations down to what you are sitting beside me for. You're just another asshole on YouTube with the channel. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Sounds like you need it.
a ranch style house. It's a 1.5 story. So everything's flat, and then you have the bonus room above the garage.
Okay. So his is on ground floor, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That morning, was there any sign of a break-in through a window, a front door, a back door, a sliding glass door, anything at all?
No, ma'am.
Okay. No sign of forced entry. Was anything taken from the home at all?
Not that we could find anything. We couldn't find anything missing.
I want to circle back to Sebastian's shoes regarding if anything was missing. Do you have a burglar alarm?
No, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Now,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She hesitated way too long, according to Julie here.
after watching that clip and what I've mentioned about deceptive speech patterns, so if everyone could put on their
I'm so
detective hats
sorry.
right now and tell me, do you think if Chris and Katie Proudfoot had a security alarm on their house? Please let me know in the comments. We're just getting started here.
Oh, we're just getting started here. Oh, we're just getting started here. She had done a lot of research into oh yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
So I'm going to finish.
We're going to talk about these and then we're going to go to the YouTube videos. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Sorry I'm froggy tonight. Chasing handled the bulk of the bullshit tonight. I got to give props for that. I would have probably went sideways and a whole lot more. Chasing handled that like a boss, like she is. So I just have a little bit of spent energy at this moment on people. So most of you understand why we're pretty over this. I appreciate you guys for understanding and giving me grace to vent and have a normal reaction to the bullshit that we're watching happen to victims and their families. I think it's abnormal for people to think that we shouldn't have these reactions, truly. But I appreciate all of you being a part of these conversations. They are taxing. They are disgusting. It is foul what's being done to these families. And the only thing we can do is use our voices and chasing Trev time. Other people are doing everything they possibly can think of, trying to figure out. We will figure something out. It might take us years, but we will get laws to change and we will start protecting victims and their families. This is not about freedom of speech. It's about protecting victims and their dignity.
Just talking about Chris and Katie Proudfoot on the Nancy Grace show, where she questioned them about the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, the son of Katie Proudfoot and the stepson of Christopher Proudfoot, missing since February 26th from Tennessee. I was talking about deceptive speech. In the last video I made, I showed where Chris and Katie Proudfoot paused for more than 4 seconds when Nancy Grace seemed to take them by surprise when she asked them, "Do you have a burglar alarm?" It took Katie over 4 seconds to answer, "No, ma'am." The interesting thing about that, it wasn't until the end of the interview of Chris and Katie Proudfoot where she asked Katie, "What do you do for a living?" And Katie Proudfoot, again, took several seconds before answering that question, potential sign of deceptive language, because she was choosing her words carefully when she said, "I am an installation technician." What she failed to say is that I am an installation technician for Brinks Home Security. Katie Proudfoot mentioned on the show that there was a work truck that she parked in her driveway. That work truck was a Brinks Home Security work truck. They also asked Katie Proudfoot,
And we're back to square one a day ago.
"Do you have any surveillance cameras in or on your home?" Again, long pause. "No, ma'am." "Really, Katie? You work for Brinks Home Security. You have a Brinks Home Security truck. You're an installation technician for Brinks Home Security, and you have no cameras in or outside of your house. You have no burglar
And your point is?
alarm in or out of your house. Doesn't seem plausible to me. But at that time, it
Well, I'm glad it matters that much to you.
was just 4 weeks since Sebastian went missing. At that time, Katie and Chris were still talking to media a tiny bit to try to show they were innocent, even though they were not acting in a way that an innocent parent of an autistic child who is missing would be acting.
Anybody ready to throw their phones already? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to throw your phone as we go further. She's got 77,000 subs. 77,000 subs on TikTok.
I'll come back with the next part.
I don't know how TikTok works. Well, it just navigates. I never understand how this does. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's another one. And this was from 3 hours ago. And enter why we have a new character this evening.
Okay, I'm very nervous. My heart is racing right now because I have big news. This is regarding Sebastian Rogers' case.
The title of this video happens to be, hold on just 1 second. Sorry, I had to give permission for ice cream. Pictures in Sebastian Rogers' case. Watch this. Big news. Not seen by public before, as I know. 3 hours ago.
I was sent pictures by somebody who is a neighbor where Sebastian lived in Hendersonville, the home he shared with his mother, Katie Proudfoot, and his stepfather, Christopher Proudfoot. He went missing February 26th. He hasn't been seen. His mother and stepfather have not been looking for him. Biological father, Seth Rogers, who...
How do you know that, Julie? How do you know that they haven't been looking for Sebastian? All of you detectives out here and investigators out here that know more than law enforcement just blow my mind. How do you know what they've been doing? You said 4 days ago that you know where they were staying, right? They were staying over in Mississippi at the campground. Meanwhile, you don't even know that as a fact, do you? Oh, wait. You're getting information from a neighbor. Are you attempting to keep them under surveillance, Julie? Is that what you're up to, Julie? You wouldn't be doing that, right? Especially being the mother of an autistic child. You wouldn't be doing this to another parent of an autistic child that's going through their worst time, would you, Julie? I wouldn't think so. I didn't think that's what you were doing. See, we special needs parents or medically complex parents have an understanding of we wouldn't want this done to us. And we sure as hell wouldn't do it to our fellow parents of any children, let alone use that you're somehow, oh, let me just hit this button because she's going to spew shit and I'm just going to lose it.
Who my heart breaks for, because as an autism parent myself, and all my followers are autism parents, autism grandparents, love somebody who is autistic. You guys, the person who sent me this picture has, besides being their neighbor, loves somebody in their own family, not their immediate family, but their close family who is autistic.
Using the love of an autistic child to bolster your argument, to claim that you have some sort of information of complete strangers, that law enforcement has no evidence of any foul play at this point in time, but you, because you guys love somebody or have, oh yeah, this is just unreal.
So they're not very happy with their neighbors, the Proudfoots. And that's, why they sent it to me, because I've been making the video.
I'm just going to say I am so sick and tired of people using autism in this case with the complete ignorance that is being used to levy everything in this case. Sebastian is a 15-year-old missing child. This does not give people permission to do this. Period, point blank, end of story. Just because we might have children in our homes that share a diagnosis by term, we have no idea what went on behind closed doors in any of each other's homes. And to kick a family at their worst moment over and over again based on how long they pause is truly vile.
Videos about Sebastian all this time, and they follow me, and I made a video this week talking about deceptive language patterns that I saw and suspected. Allegedly, in my opinion, everybody is innocent and still proven guilty. But anyway, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show the pictures. Actually, I'm going to show one picture. I have 5, but I'm going to show one tonight over on the other Y tube, I think you call it, tube.
So she's using her TikTok platform of 77,000 followers to now build a YouTube platform by leveraging photos that a neighbor of Chris and Katie supposedly sent her.
It's 5:30 now, like 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, let's say. I'm not well versed over there. I'm doing it live.
Of course she did, Pika.
I just did a test to see if I could do live. I can over there. So please forgive me if it's not, great quality, but I'm going to do my best because this is something, it's not, I did call TBI. Did I say I called TBI to let them know that, to first of all, make sure they have these. They do. We know they do. But the public hasn't seen them, basically. The public hasn't seen it. So it's confirming what you suspect. Pictures, and I'm only going to show one. I'm over there. I'm Julie, profound autism, as one word. My name Julie, profound autism, PROFOUND, autism. See you tonight.
All right, so let's go to Miss Julie's channel on YouTube. Julie did a test over here. She's been posting her Sebastian Rogers content she's actually currently live. I'm not going to stream snipe her yet. We've got other things to look at first. But she's been posting her Sebastian Rogers stuff over here and building a platform for her on YouTube. Justice for Sebastian, my theories. So let's go over here and look what she said in her test run tonight.
Hey. Gosh, my life. Do they not have filters on this? Lord, I look terrible. Hold on. Glow?
Yeah, welcome to YouTube. We don't have the filters. StreamYard has a blur tool, but it looks really weird when people use it.
No, that doesn't help.
Embrace your inner beauty.
That's a little better. Okay, I am going live. Whoops, let me take this down. I'm live right now because I need to test out that I can.
AP, I agree with you. Earlier today, it was stub your toe. Now it's step on a Lego. Thank you for that. I love that statement.
Go live. I don't usually use my YouTube account. Usually I'm on TikTok, but I think I was sent pictures by a follower, a newish follower of mine, of evidence. I don't know what to call it in the Sebastian Rogers case. Pictures that people have speculated about, or not. Something's
would one of my mods so graciously dump Chasing's link in here a few times for people? Chasing just did an amazing live stream, and I really want people to get involved in any way we can help, whatever we can do. So if you guys could do that for me, that would be wonderful. And anybody else as you see fit. Duchess, please drop yours. Chico, drop yours. You guys know the drill, but please drop the links.
People have speculated about. I'm sorry, I'm being coy here. Okay, I don't want to reveal it yet till I know my live works. That the public has not seen. And if this live works, then tonight I'm going to go live on YouTube here and show the pictures that I was sent.
Oh, Terry, yes, definitely a one to rewatch. Highly recommend, because our electronic medium from today that we reviewed made an appearance in Chasing's live stream. And Chasing and her had a conversation, and it was quite interesting. So I highly encourage anybody to watch. And then Chasing read the start of her letter that she is compiling, and it's amazing, and talked about ways to help and stuff. So I also reposted that in my community post. It's a couple down. I'm speeding her up because I can't take this.
I made a video, which I'm about to, on my TikTok account, which I'm about to upload.
Chasing, that's the nicest way I can put it.
On my YouTube page, okay? Just give me some time. About deceptive language that I thought was being used, allegedly, in my opinion, by the Proudfoots, deceptive language patterns, possible deceptive language patterns that were being used by the Proudfoots on an interview that they gave. And after I did that video that I posted on my TikTok account, which is my name, Julie Skolnick 739 on TikTok.
Is anybody bothered by the smirk on her face? Does it seem like she's a little happy?
The size of the forehead gets me.
Patricia, this is Julie. This is not Jay. Jay is Crime Time Buzz, and she is as terrible as anything else. But again, you're adults. You follow whoever you want to. But this is Julie. Julie is the newest misinformation crony that I'm introducing to my channel. Yeah, okay. It's not just me. Thank you. It feels like she's really giddy.
I have actually several videos that I have to upload. I have like 77,000 followers on TikTok, and my TikTok account, like this one, has largely been about, being the parent of 2 autistic children, and Sebastian Rogers, an autistic child. And I have been making videos about the Sebastian Rogers case since I was made aware of it, which wasn't until like the spring, by my friend who is also an autistic.
Angel of Virtue, you have to ignore Kyle. Kyle is feeling really frisky the last couple days. He is in between jobs, and he's had a lot of extra energy. Sorry, ice cream debacle again.
Autism parent, and she said, have you heard of the Sebastian Rogers case? I had not. I live in New Jersey. It's from Tennessee. She told me about it. And then she said, you really need to look into this. You really need to check this out. I didn't. And then a couple weeks later, she contacted me again, and she said, have you checked this out yet? And I said, no. And she said, you really have to do this. Like, he's still missing.
Now I'm going to get drugged for Kyle look shaming in the comments. I'm going to let Kyle start making responses to some of these.
Okay. So at that point, he'd been missing for a few months. Well, I did check it out. So then I started getting really upset about the fact that these parents, this autism mother, like I am, Katie Proud.
Okay. Hold up. I need Chasing's accent right here in the go F your. Listen to how she says this in real speed.
I did check it out. So then I started getting really upset about the fact that these parents, this autism mother, like I am, Katie Proudfoot, was not searching for her autistic child. And his stepfather sounded absolutely, in my opinion, to be like the worst case scenario kind of step parent an autistic child like Sebastian could possibly have.
Because you know so much about Sebastian, right? You know about what Sebastian's needs were. You know all about what Sebastian needed in his life and what he was going through and all about them, correct? Off of a few interviews from TV at their worst moments, baseline is us getting introduced to them after their child was missing and had been missing. Totally reliable and responsible to judge random strangers off of their baseline interaction after an extremely tragic unfolding event in their lives. Makes total sense.
We need a proof of life, she said.
Oh, God.
So anyway, so all my followers basically are autism parents, people who have children who are autistic, or maybe they just love someone who's autistic. They have somebody who's autistic in their families, or they work with autistic people. Well, apparently one of my newer followers is a neighbor of the Proudfoots in their subdivision close by. And
people wonder why they left their neighborhood. People question why they left their neighborhood with neighbors like that who are going to random strangers on YouTube or TikTok with photos. And people wonder why they might leave their neighborhood. Thank you, Yvonne. Hey, NorCal. Gemini, yeah, she did some research.
they saw my videos that I posted this week about the deceptive language patterns that I was noticing in one of the interviews.
Oh, and by the way, catch the title of this video. Sebastian Rogers breaking news. However, this was just her test run. What's breaking in this? Anybody?
Interviews.
If I said that, just facts, please understand I didn't mean it that way. If I said that way, that's not what I meant. I'm tongue twisted at times because I'm so frustrated.
So I'm testing this. It looks like there's 7 people here. How do I see comments? This is the first time I'm ever going live. Let me see. How do I even see that there's people here? Is there a way I could see the chat? What does this look like?
Look at her. Terry, he's been on the go all day and he's still got this much energy. He's been cleaning his garage, reorganizing his garage, setting it all up. He's been going, and he's still this froggy.
Highlights saved to your channel. I don't know what this is. But anyway, I don't know if you click like if you're watching this right now, so I know, because I'm going to, so this person.
Thank you for pointing that out, Just Facts. I didn't know if I had repeated it and said that. I don't mean to sound insensitive at all. I just get frustrated sometimes, and I do repeat what they say and not even intentionally do it, but I do it too.
And sent me pictures last night, and I'm looking at these pictures because they were showing me what I was saying in the TikTok video I made about what I thought the Proudfoots would possibly being deceptive about was in fact something they were being deceptive about, because they have pictures. They have pictures that, as I've been reaching out to different YouTubers or TikTok creators who are true crime TikTokers or YouTube creators, to ask, has anybody seen pictures of this before? And I'm not getting responses from everybody, but a couple of people who I did hear from have indicated that no, they don't have pictures of this. So I'm saying, I think I have pictures of something the public has not seen before. And
oh, look how giddy you are.
In the Sebastian Rogers case. And if people are seeing this video, I'm going to go live tonight. I don't know. What time should I go live? Maybe 8:30 Eastern time, possibly, to show everybody the pictures that I have and explain everything that they are. And it's really, I mean, I believe law enforcement probably has this, but the public has not seen this.
Well, do they have them or do they not? Because on TikTok, you said that you're sure they do have them. So now they might.
And
the gleefulness. Ooh.
The neighbor of the Proudfoots loves somebody, has someone in their family who is autistic.
And what does that matter?
And they love their autistic family member. and they follow me because I'm an autism parent, and they're not happy with the Proudfoots. They don't like the Proudfoots.
What? What? Can you imagine how uncomfortable it is having people in your neighborhood doing this, sending these things out so people can monetize off your pain and suffering, passing them around to see if anybody else has these things? You're handing them off. A neighbor's handing them off, and then feeling safe in your home with neighbors doing stuff like this. And then you have Dog the Bounty Hunter and people like Subaru Steve out here telling people that they can just kick in doors, and if they've got proof of something. Think about how this is all playing out. We have Dog the Bounty Hunter, Subaru Steve telling people and inciting people in Tennessee that you can just, if you heard a conversation, that's Subaru Steve. Dog the Bounty Hunter started it with citizens arrest law in Tennessee, which didn't apply properly to what he was saying. But then it incites people like Subaru Steve to go live and take it up a notch and say, well, if you heard a conversation between X, Y, and Z about Chris and Katie and might have proof, don't go vigilante on them, but you can walk up and arrest them. You can kick in a door. What do you think these people are inciting? And then here comes another person based off of a neighbor in the neighborhood months later. What are we, 8 months in? With supposed evidence. Think about how this is playing out right now and the dangers that this actually has behind it.
And their treatment of their autistic child. And I don't know why they have kept these pictures to themselves, but they send it to me.
More, they're different. So on TikTok, you can do, I think, up to 10 minutes on a video like this, a pre-recorded video, and post it in a TikTok video. I don't even know what they're called. Then you can go live, but the live streams do not save, just the pre-recorded videos. On YouTube, they're up to 60-second video for a short.
Me. So I'm like, my heart's racing right now. Okay. Like I don't ever come on here. I never do lives, but I'm going to go live and tell you all about
Tim,
this.
I don't.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to end this live and then I'm going to come back in 10 minutes and do another live just to make sure that it works. Because I'm going to tell you in my live in 10 minutes, a little bit more. And then the live that I'm going to do tonight, showing you the pictures.
She definitely knows how to amp up the audience and pull them in with salacious misinformation.
On the Sebastian Rogers case that I believe the public has not seen before, I went on some chat groups to ask if anybody has these pictures, if anybody's seen these pictures, and nope, everyone's saying they haven't. So I don't know.
She was all over building up this big breaking news.
I can't believe this. It's like, I don't know, but I want to get it out there. And, you know, I had contacted, you know, some of the TBI things or whatever before, like, because of one thing wasn't that, whatever, but nobody gets back to you. Nobody like responds, and law enforcement doesn't respond, whatever, any of the tip lines, nobody responds. So
why would they need to respond? If you have a credible tip, you turn it in and that's it, right?
I'm just going to put it out there myself to make sure it gets out there. And
that sounds responsible to do.
And I'm going to do it on YouTube because I think this is a more serious platform to discuss something and show something as serious as these pictures that were sent to me.
Or you've been trying to build a YouTube platform and figured that this is the way to do it.
I don't know how to look at the chat. That's why I'm going to come back in 10 minutes to see if there is anything in the chat and that I did it right before I go live and actually show the pictures. So thank you very much if you're watching. I think a few people are watching. And I'll be back in 10 minutes, and then I'll be back again, let's say 8:30 p.m. tonight, probably Eastern time, to
she was really promoting herself.
Show the pictures that the neighbors sent me. Thank you. Create post.
I think that's the photo I should use for my thumbnail right there. I think that's the one I should use. What do you guys think? I think that's the one I should put on my thumbnail. I'm done giving these people grace. All right. For those of you that know how I work, normally I don't stream snipe. But guess what? This bitch, my give a fuck is broken. It is. Okay, we'll continue to fair use this like normal. But
Pictures
I'm over it. I have zero respect. And it's not against terms of service as long as we continue to fair use it. So, welcome to the shit show, Julie. Welcome to YouTube. This falls under fair use. This is not for entertainment purposes because nothing about this is entertainment. This is the parents of a missing child, their worst nightmare, and the dignity of a missing child that you are gleefully stripping.
On YouTube. And now I want to share pictures. And I got to figure out how to share pictures on here. So what if I change my thumbnail? Will that show a picture? Or what will share a picture?
Thank you, Charla.
What's this button? Share screen. Oh, I can share my screen.
There's nothing like watching a middle-aged woman.
Let me see what happens.
Figure out
If I show something bad, I would share screen.
Oh, trust me, she knows exactly what she's doing. Don't fall for it.
She
don't.
sure don't look like it.
No, just wait.
Where's this enter button, kiddo? Huh? Look at that. Look at
Be nice for a moment in time. She knows. Just wait. She knows exactly what she's doing. Just wait for the emotional manipulation.
Oh,
Kyle just got way too close.
Choose what to share with YouTube. Chrome
Yes.
tab.
Stop age shaming people, you old man.
well, I mean, I was.
He's
talking-
really not ageist. He's just really
No,
has
I
a
was
problem with
just
these
talking about
people.
The ones that don't use technology.
She obviously uses technology a lot.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, she's got 77,000. She knows exactly what she's doing. Just stop falling for her act. You're falling for her act. Just wait. Watch. Watch
You
this
know-
unfold.
Oh, Lord. All right. Cancel.
You can do it.
All right. Hey. Hello. Okay. Listen.
She
You
is
guys got to bear with me because
playing it.
I-
Watch. Kyle's falling
not-
for it.
I'm a TikTok, okay? Usually. And I'm so nervous
We're
right
all
now. Holy
feeling
crap.
that, Kyle.
I have look at you
Oh,
know what? You
my
know what's bad about YouTube? Please forgive me. Don't take any screenshots because they don't have filters on YouTube for my face like they do on TikTok. But here's the deal. I did an experimental live from my phone on YouTube and I wanted to show a
Told you already. She's bitching about the filters already. She knows exactly what she's doing.
picture. Hey, Crystal. Oh my God, Crystal, I'm going to be calling you and asking you questions. So
Oh
can
my
you
God,
chime in, Crystal,
Crystal.
if I need help? Because what I have to do, Crystal, is I have to share. Hi, Valerie. I have to share pictures that I sent to my laptop to the screen so you guys can see the pictures that I have. Does anybody, you got this? Thank you, Kel. Please, my heart is racing. Calm down, Julie. Oh, Mama Marissa, I'm so glad you're here. Mama Marissa, you won't believe what I have. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I tried to get in touch with you today, actually, for a second, and I don't think my messages went through. But so what I need is some guidance on how to share the pictures that I have saved to the desktop here on my laptop to you guys. So who can tell me how to do that? Or what's the easiest way to do that? Is to
It's called StreamYard.
share my screen?
She blocked you, Tammy?
It's not, I'm not super tech savvy. Everyone help. All right. So somebody's going to have to kind of guide me through this. I'll try it in a little bit. All right. Right now we got, what do we got here? 80 people. What time is it? It's 8:34. All right. Hey, K-Mac, what are you streaming?
I need to start eating carrots every time these people give me stress. I gotta go for an echo in the morning, and I'm chain smoking like a mofo right now.
From? I'm on my laptop now. Try sharing your screen. All right. Oh, hey, Nick. All right. Listen, I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious too. All right. Let me calm down. Lord, if I needed a drink, it would be right now. Don't use that against me because literally I've never done this before. All right. Here's what happened. Let me explain what's going on. Oh my God, my hair looks so bad. I have to wear my glasses because I can't read your comments without it. And everything's all awkward. And it's not like TikTok at all. On TikTok, I have like 77,000 followers. My TikTok account. So let me explain who I am and why it is that I have these pictures, right?
Austin, I would, but this is to me important because you got to see why she's so giddy and how she builds this up. Otherwise, I would, but this is a part of the whole shtick.
Because you guys probably want to know. Is anybody, just put in your chat. God is holding my hand. Thank you. Oh my God, please. Has anybody here, please share the photo for goodness sake. Lisa, you're going to be the first person I kick out right now. Boom. See what happens when people write snarky things? Oh, did I delete you or did I just delete your thing?
Oh man, she's trigger happy. This could be fun.
No, I want to kick you out. Hold on. Go to channel. How do I kick her out? Totally. Because let me tell you
Oh.
something. This is my first real live YouTube thing. I got some good stuff for you, but if you're going to be nasty to me, you're going to get kicked out. Now, Crystal, anybody want to be my moderator? Who's on here wants to be my moderator? Kick these. Anybody who has a snarky comment for me, I don't want to deal with it tonight. I really don't. I'm a profound autism parent. Let me introduce myself. My name
Oh, okay.
is Julie Skolnick. I am me. I'm also an author. I am the parent of 2 autistic twins, and
She's another author. Steve is also an author. What are the chances? Duchess, I think we might have a whole train of golf carts at this
I
time.
have a neurotypical son. I am a creator on TikTok with 77,000 followers, and I talk to other parents of autistic children. I have one child who's level 1, very similar to Sebastian Rogers. And then my son Spencer is profoundly autistic, which means he has intellectual disabilities. He is minimally verbal. He will need 24/7 care for the rest of his life, even after my husband and I are gone. Okay, he'll never be able to take care of himself. So my interest in this case came from one of my followers a couple months after Sebastian was missing. And she said, Julie, have you, and someone watch for snarky comments because I'm looking for them because I don't tolerate it. On my TikTok page, I have rules, but I'm going to add rules here.
Oh, man. This is going to be a fun one to review.
Later after this one, you cannot call names. You cannot say anything that is derogatory towards me or anybody else in the chat.
Oh,
And if I just get a bad sense about you, like I just think you're like not here for the right reasons, or you're not who you say you are, or just a bad feeling, I will block you.
this is going to be fucking fun for Julie.
Okay, permanently block you because I don't want to deal with it. If you understand what profound autism is, and know that I have 2 autistic twins, 20 years old, my profoundly autistic child needs 24/7 supervision for his entire life. Okay, I've put up with a lot.
I'm sorry, this whole self-promotion here and using this to disparage parents of a missing child is never going to be acceptable. I'm sorry. Period, point blank. I don't carry shared diagnosis terms in our homes. It's not a pass to do this to the parents of a missing child.
Lot in my life, as have other profound autism parents. Not just autism parents, profound autism parents, right? Because I have 2
Yes,
kids,
Shelley.
one level 1 like Sebastian, and one who's profoundly autistic and they care for his whole life. Okay, got it? You got it. All right. How am I doing so far? Okay. Mr. E, it hasn't been bad yet.
Oh, I've got to say this publicly. Please do not send hate to anybody mentioned in this video. You can say whatever you want in the comment section here. But I am not encouraging anybody to go harass, bother, or do anything to any other channel on YouTube. All right, there you go.
Okay. I don't know. Thank you for sharing about your sons. Thank you. I appreciate
That
that. Okay,
sounds
be gentle, be
amazing.
kind. Don't be impatient. If you're gonna be impatient, just go. I don't need you. I don't care. I don't care. If you know me,
Most of you have been blocked already before you even saw my live stream.
ask Mama Marissa right here. Ask Mama Marissa. She knows me. Mama Marissa, am I interested in the fame? Am I doing this for fame and follow?
Oh yeah, the typical band of characters were over there already. Shocking, right? Not so shocking.
And clicks and likes? No, I do my TikTok to spread autism awareness and to tell people what our lives are like as profound autism families specifically. So
Another reminder, you are adults. I do not control you. Do as you wish. It's just not Nonsense's fault. I've already got too many HOA fines and I'm going to have to figure out something to pay off my fines. So don't get me fined no more. It's not my fault.
I'm telling you this because a couple months into the Sebastian Rogers case, one of my
Yep.
many followers on
Okay.
TikTok wrote to me and said, Julie, have you heard about this case, Sebastian Rogers? He's an autistic teenager, like a young kid. He's been missing like for more than a month. And I said, no, I haven't heard about it. And she said, well, you got to look into this case. Okay. So a couple weeks, you can mod. Oh my God, Kel, go ahead. Listen.
Yeah, chasing. I'm all for people advocating, talking about their experiences, all of that stuff. 100% awareness is amazing, but this shit, all of this is so unnecessary and so cringe and so exploitive.
Listen, Kel, here's the rules. You get a bad feeling about anybody. If you know anybody who's nasty already, go ahead and block them. Anything you feel. All right. The fact that you volunteered, you put your hand up, makes me like you already. Add as moderator. Beautiful. Can review and remove chat message, hide, put users in timeout. All right.
Oh, I sped her up.
Let's do that. Safe. Thank you. Thank you, Kel. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. And if you see any Proudfoots on here, boot them off because they don't get to see this. All right. They got to go under their fake names.
Are we joking right now? If you see any Are we joking? So you're going to exploit pictures of them and kick them out of the... Oh, okay.
I'm sure they have a lot. Anyway, back to the story. So my friend said, "Do you have you looked into the case?" I said, "No." 2 weeks go by. She calls me back. She said, "Julie, have you looked up this case yet?" I said,
Nash Native, thank you.
"You know what? I haven't. I'm sorry." She said, "Please, he is still missing." 2 weeks later, he's still missing. Okay. And so I did. I looked it up. And of course, I was very concerned as an autism parent myself. And so I started looking at it. The other thing to know about me is that I wrote a book. I'm in the middle of writing another book, not on the same topic, but I wrote a book about, it's called Severe Autism Kills, Families in Crisis, Lives in Danger. And it is a book. It's available on Amazon if you want to know where it is. Okay, I'm not advertising my book, but I'm telling you what the book is about. It's a horrible, horrible subject.
How is that not advertising her book? How is that not advertising her book? I don't care if they tattle on me. I'm using fair use. Tattle away, Julie. You can call me Contessa with a capital C-U-N-T. Nice to meet you.
The subject of my book is the tragically horrifying number of children and adults who are autistic, especially high support needs autistic, who lose their lives at the hands most frequently of their parents and caregivers. Is the average lifespan? Who can tell me right now? What is the average lifespan of 2 categories? An autistic person who is like between level 1, level 2. I should say life expectancy, not lifespan. Okay, life expectancy, because life expectancy has to do with factors. Anybody know? Let's see. Ooh, let me go here and see if I can see the answers. What do you think? Take a guess. Oh Lord. Sorry, I got to go down. Okay, 40 and 58. That's okay. Misty gets the prize because it's actually 39 and a half for profoundly autistic, and it's about 58, 59 years old for autism level 1, level 2. That is and the reason the numbers are so low is not because our children have any specific health conditions necessarily, although a lot of kids do have like seizures and things like that, which could, factor into it. And there's other medical things that could factor into this load. But one of the other reasons that the numbers are greatly reduced when you do it by average is because there are children who have their lives taken, who are autistic, who have their lives taken frequently by their parents and caregivers.
I might lose my mind. Thank you for telling us.
Sometimes they lose their lives to in cases in interactions with police, which has happened, where they misinterpret what the person is or what they're doing. They don't follow instructions and things like that. So this is very important for you guys to know.
It is absolutely important information for people to know. 100% do not disagree with you. This is factual information. But to use this leading into posting pictures.
Dealing with autism is rough. I have 3 kids, all autistic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hindsight, I'm glad you're here. You're going to be glad you're here too. So the idea, I already came into this with this knowledge, all right, about how frequently, not just in the United States, worldwide, that children lose their lives, autistic children lose their lives because they're autistic. There's different ways. You have, I guess we could say it on here. I'm not on TikTok anymore. You have what's called where a child is being abused, like where you have what's manslaughter, right?
I'm talking about the interaction between police in particular too, just so everybody knows. All the stuff that she disputed, I'm not up to date on all that. I'm talking about how police interaction and misinterpretation of things has ended up with people getting killed. Absolutely.
Course of abusing a person who's autistic, they lose their life because, okay, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that, Nick. They lose their lives because if Seth is in the chat, let me say something to you. I don't know if you've ever seen my videos before, Seth, but I am the parent of 2 autistic children. I have 77,000 followers on TikTok. I'm never on YouTube. You can tell by my inexperience here. I am your fellow. I'm going to cry. It's hard to do with Seth, because I feel so badly for him.
Okay, so we feel badly for Seth, but we are going to take every opportunity to go after Chris and Katie. This makes so much sense. This totally makes sense, right?
being a parent of an autistic, I have 2 boys, 2 autistic, but they're 20 now. Seth, the whole autism community, I mean, I can't speak for everyone in the world, but on TikTok, because I'm connected with lots of parents, who participated in the 6-month anniversary of Sebastian going missing. We held our own prayer vigil for him, for parents of autistic children. I had creators who are also autism parent creators who have 1 million followers, 200,000 followers, and we prayed. Mama Marissa was there. A lot of your friends were on it. And
I don't have a problem with having a prayer vigil and people coming to, I don't have a problem with that. But the rest of this I do.
We are behind you 1,000% and have been from the start. We are here to lift you up and hold you up as our fellow autism parent. I keep saying profound because I talk about profound autism a lot. Forgive me. I'm nervous too. But we love you. And it is the worst case scenario what he's going through. This man, this father.
So it's the worst case scenario of what he's going through, but not Chris and Katie. Gotcha. That makes total sense.
This loving, caring autism parent. It is not easy to be an autism parent. And he was kind and gentle. And he knew what Sebastian wanted. I have followed this case. I heard you talk about Sebastian and the snacks that he liked, right? You said he liked granola bars or something like that. And you would always.
Like Katie was mocked over talking about the snacks that he liked. All right. You see where we're at here? Terry, thank you for those details in the comment section. You are so appreciated.
Have granola bars in your house. I mean, that's what we do. Our kids have very limited interests. And if you love your child, you're there, right? For them.
Yeah. Seth is being praised about talking about snacks, and Katie has been mocked for 8 months for talking about snacks. This makes a whole lot of sense, right? Along with the tears.
And so I want to say all of us are here for you, Seth. All autism parents are praying for you. We are here for you. We are here to lift you up. It's so tragic. Okay. But please try not to think, maybe I don't even want to go into this stuff about, but it does happen more frequently than anybody wants to face, that autistic children end up losing their lives way too frequently at the hands of a caregiver, let's say. Because of abuse, because of neglect, because of sometimes it happens because a parent is, let's say, if you have a child like Spencer who's profoundly autistic, will need care for the rest of his life, and the parent gets old, right? And the child has lived with them now, they're in their 40s, the parent is elderly, they think they get sick, they think they're going to go, and what ends up happening is the parent gets these crazy thoughts in their head and thinks the child would be better off, they're not a child anymore, they're now in their 40s or something like that, and they think, it's better they come with me, so they, end up taking they want to die, but they don't want to leave the child, or they know they're gonna die, they don't want to leave their child, so they take that. It's tragic. It's really tragic, and it's because we don't have enough help or services or resources for autism families. Okay, boom.
I will agree with, we don't have enough help, resources. I will agree with that. But to do this all at once, separate it out, talk about all of that separate from a missing child that you know nothing about, that is a complete stranger on the internet, that you don't even know the details of his life.
Boom. I'm done with that part. So my interest in this case, Seth, is because I'm an autism parent and I'm a creator on TikTok where I talk about autism. So what happened? I started looking at the case.
Those of you that have seen the pictures already, should I take her off the screen when she shows them, or should I just show them since they're going to be out there everywhere as is? Tell me what you think. 1, take them off the screen, or 2, show them.
And I've made like 48 videos. They're on TikTok. I'm going to transfer them all to YouTube, where I've talked about my own theories about the case and things that I need to tell Seth too. But a lot of things that really disturbed me about this, and why I felt like the Proudfoots were deceptive, in my opinion, to an extreme degree. The fact of the matter is that there couldn't be a worse type of step parent for.
And yes, I have previewed what they are already. Okay.
Sebastian,
Thank
than
you.
A person like Chris Proudfoot, who would have no tolerance, who would think that he could discipline the autism out of Sebastian. There's no cure for autism, and it isn't being hit with a belt or hurt or belittled or called names. The way he treated Sebastian is pure evil. And I believe both he and Katie, in my opinion, should already be in jail for child abuse of Sebastian. Because
just a preview, all it is the corner of their house with pictures of a camera system that was installed after he went missing. So there's that. Just to not make anybody apprehensive or scared or anything like that.
Because they abused him emotionally and physically. They neglected him. And for what they did before he went missing, I'm talking about, they should be in jail. Not from when he went missing. I'm talking about they should already be in jail for before all that they put that child through. Disgraceful. And I hope they get tenfold what they gave.
Yes, all it is pictures of the corner of their home with cameras that we know were installed after he went missing.
Okay. So my followers on TikTok know how I feel, obviously. I'm very straightforward about it. I made a video in the past week. Okay. I started looking at deceptive language patterns and reading about it. Not just deceptive language, just deception in general. And I continue to make videos about Sebastian because it's important to keep his name alive. It's important to keep his case alive. We are not, Seth, let me tell you, if you're still here, I made a promise on my TikTok page. You go back to one of my first videos, and I said, I will, once I found out what's going on, I said, I will never, ever stop making videos about Sebastian until he is found, period.
Another one sounds just like Subaru Steve. I'm never going to stop. Never going to get it. Never going to get it.
I will never, ever stop. And this is a promise I am making to you. I won't. I will not let his name die. And let me tell you something. If you can't tell already, you don't want to mess with me, and I don't say things I don't mean. Ask Mama Marissa. Okay. So
she's another tough cookie. Don't want to mess with her.
This past week, I made 3 videos about the Proudfoots on Nancy Grace show. I went back, and I think I put 2 of the 3 up so far. You can go back and see, where I literally sliced up as if I was editing. I screen recorded the Nancy Grace interview, and I sliced up as if I was, and as if I was editing it. But instead of
she's admitting right here too that she screen recorded that. So she didn't download the actual video. She screen recorded it, which there could be other delays in her screen recording too. If it was done properly, we don't know. So that also changes the video. And then she tried to sell a whole story based on pauses, them pausing for seconds between answers. She is so great at what she does. We watched those videos from her TikTok in the beginning of this before we got to this point.
Removing those pieces, right? I kept them in. So wherever, if you're doing a TikTok video and you want to edit it, if you cough in the middle of your video and you want to edit that out, right? So what you do is you go into your video and you stop, you do a slice right before you cough, and then you do another slice right after you cough, and you take that piece out. So what I did in those videos, which is the reason this person sent me these pictures, is I went in and I sliced. And the good thing about the TikTok editing is that you could see by more than a second, you could go it's like 4.3 seconds, 4.1 seconds, 2.8 seconds. You could literally do to the 10th of a second how much time. I sliced it up to say wherever, just took 2 basic simple things of possible deceptive language. One is somebody pauses for an uncomfortable period of time before they answer a question, right? Just a silent pause. The second one is,
the title of this video, by the way, is just his name, Sebastian Rogers. This isn't the breaking news one. That's the other one.
When they use what they call filler language, which is, I think, or that kind of stuff. That's filler. They're buying time before they answer the question. Sometimes you have a combination of first there's a silence, and then you get the, I think I had, right? So that's you can add that together.
She did a little bit of research before her TikTok videos, and she's now an expert on this.
So I took that and I started slicing it up to see where the pauses were in that interview to show possible deception. And I showed in the picture, so you could see visually, there would be, like you're editing a video, right? There would be 2 lines together, like this, 2 lines close.
A lot of people have different opinions. I'm seeing some of the comments about the one-time pop on the butt with a belt. People have turned it into a whipping, a beating, all these other things. You're entitled to your opinions. I personally don't believe in that type of spanking, but a lot of people do. A lot of people are still in the generation of spare the rod, spoil the child. Again, I don't think that a one-time pop on the butt with the belt from years ago correlates to implicating people in nefarious behavior because they have a missing child. I leave that up to law enforcement to decide what has happened. And yeah, okay.
Together. The end of this line was where Nancy Grace stopped asking the question, and the beginning of the next line, this one, would be where the Proudfoots started answering the question. In the majority of them, the answers came within a second or two. Was Sebastian's room on the other side of the house? Sebastian's room was not on the same side of the house as yours. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am. Do you two sleep in the same bed? Yes, ma'am. Right? My mother. Okay. Then there were questions that she asked that took him by surprise a little bit, because you remember this interview was done for approximately 4 weeks after Sebastian had gone missing, and she did basically an interrogation, not an interview, which I loved. And you could see when I went back and looked, which were the questions they answered in 1 or 2 seconds versus which were the questions that they took at least 4 seconds to answer. There were multiple questions that they took at least 4 questions to answer. 4 seconds.
Hallucinogenic, I think we are creating that right now.
To answer the question. One of the first ones was, she started him out having him do yes questions, so you could see that thing yes, no, right? And then she hit him with,
yes, she is absolutely sped up. I can't do real speed.
Mrs. Proudfoot to Katie. Oh no, she asked both of them, but Katie was the one who answered, because Chris threw her under the bus by not answering it. If you go back and watch, she says, "Do you have?" First, she asked him, "Was there anything missing? Was there any signs of break-in?" Or no signs of break-in. Was there anything missing from the house? And they said, "No, ma'am, we couldn't find anything missing that we've found." Right? She said that. 4 seconds. You want to count that out? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi of silence.
Charlotte says, "I wish these people would stop to think this is the family with a child missing." I know. They're just. It seems like the thought gets there, and for them, it goes into all of the possibilities of nefarious. Like, my brain doesn't work that way, and I watch a lot of true crime, and my brain still doesn't go to the worst case scenario possible. Like, I've never been that person. I don't get this. And thank you for the support, Charla. Yeah, sorry. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I know today has been a rough one with these. I got the soap all the time in the mouth. Yeah, I ate a lot of bars of soap.
Put yourself on your phone with a timer and see how long that actually is.
That's probably not a shocker.
On TV, it's like a million years. And then right after that, after she says, "No, ma'am, we get missing." Those 2 questions she answered right away. Next question. Do you have a burglar alarm on your house? 1, 2, 3, 4. Katie shakes her head first, and then she goes, "No, ma'am." Then Nancy Grace says, "Do you have cameras on your house?" That came on the heels of, "Do you have a burglar alarm?" This woman who works for Brinks. That was like 3 seconds or 3.5 seconds, something like that.
She did all of this buildup to show pictures of the corner of their home. Oh my!
Do you have any cameras on your house?
And there's a lag on my TV.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No cameras on your house. The end of the interview, she asked a question to Katie Proudfoot. "What do you do, Mrs. Proudfoot, for a living?" She says,
"Just me, sunshine."
She said, "Crystal, I don't think so. I'm going to let Miss Julie know to MDOU. Does that mean make her a mod, Kel? You haven't seen? Okay. I'm not worried about it. You're good. You guys will handle that person. Sweet Julie, please get some mods to help." "Okay, I will." "All right. Crystal, I'm making you a mod, Crystal. Sorry, here. Add as moderator. There you go. If anybody says anything even remotely negative about Seth, block them. I just gave you all permissions. Block them, permanently block them. Not even alluding to Seth in anything other than a positive, helpful, supportive, and loving way. They will be blocked immediately. That is my fellow autism parent there.
But what about Katie? What about Katie? What? How? I'm over it. Do you want to continue? Do you guys want to continue? Mimi of 8, thank you so much for the support. We'll continue. You guys, I'm really, today has been a lot. These people have been a lot today.
That we love.
Oh.
And we will protect, and we will stand up for him. You want to talk about an army? Get a bunch of autism parents behind you. Fight like nobody else. Okay, so
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to where she shows the pictures. We're just gonna cut out all this because it's just more self-promotion, and we're just gonna get to the point of where we're at.
oh wait, what is this security checkup? I don't know what this. Can you see this? Do you
This
see
is the most peaceful part, a blacked out screen.
this is a security checkup? Oh. I just showed you security checkup.
No, you didn't. You showed us the black screen. All right, here's the
Are
big
you seeing this? Box and box?
breaking news.
Woo! Yes. I told you I would come through for you. I hope. All right. Now say another prayer. All right. Listen, because I'm going to go here. I'm going to click over here and try to get to my, hold up 1 second. If I lower this, if I cut us off, I'll come right back on. Okay. Because I'm going to lower this. Or maybe I could just push it to the side. Hold up. All right. Here.
We're just gonna watch this part and we're gonna be done with it. This is enough. This just makes me
Wait a minute.
more proof that they're keeping him under surveillance. Shocker.
Are you seeing the house? Okay, now you did it. You see the house. Lord, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for showing me grace. Thank you for praying to God. Everything. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in. Boom, boom, boom. This is the front of the house. You see the garage. You see the front of the house. Okay. Right up. I don't know how to say it. You see this window in the front on the right, and then above that you see like a white kind of box thing. Zoom in. Hold on. Let me move this. You see this white box thing? Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. So if you're
Fucking real.
standing on the street, can you see what's by that box? I mean, not really.
Unreal.
It's very hard. Keep zooming in. I don't have to keep zooming in because I got the next picture. Move cursor slowly. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the picture, what it looks like. I just want to show you the orientation of where it is. You got it? So you know where you were looking? The right corner in the front of the house now. This is the first 2 cameras. Here we go. Say no prayer. Say no prayer. Say no prayer. Boom.
And we have no indication of when these photos were actually taken. So there's that.
Cams. Here we go. All that for this. Here we go. Ready? Get your screenshots ready. You can take a screenshot. I'm going in closer.
Get your screenshots ready, is what she says. Get your screenshots ready. I am
Going in closer. Going in closer. 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 Tell me when to stop.
You should have stopped a long time ago.
You see them? You see them? There's 2.
Yay, you. There's a camera.
One, I don't know.
And a floodlight.
Can you see my cursor? This one, this, and this one. It looks like holes. You know, it looks like it's coming out of the thing. There's
Which we knew were installed because they have photos and videos of Betty driving by their home. I mean, hello, people. They have Betty on surveillance video driving by their home, and this is breaking news, right? This is breaking news. Because there's a camera there. No date on the picture. Yeah, we got to stop this. This is unreal.
there's the what's it called? The gutter, not the gutter. You know, the thing the water comes down. What is that called?
Whoever this neighbor is deserves to have a restraining order put on them, in my opinion.
Now, let me go even closer because I want you to tell me if you could see, when I look at it, I could see grime and stuff like that. Now look under here. Hold up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, let's look underneath. Now you could tell the difference. Here is on the right is a light, right? That's a light. Boom. That's not the right. You know, it looks like what do they call it? Like a bell kind of light. But next to the light, there's 2 cameras. One.
And nobody had the guts to tell her that this isn't breaking news, that this has been known about and has of zero importance to us.
2. By the gutter.
Oh,
Nobody, you can't see it.
agree.
Rain spout. Thank you, Trisha. Rain spout. Next to that rain spout, there's 2 cameras there. Those are the first 2 I'm going to show you. Okay, Jaybird, this picture was taken right after, not in the nighttime, but the day after the Proudfoots appeared on the
Chasing. Really? So you're bullying her. Let me get this straight right quick. Chasing just said that electronic medium just commented that she is autistic and Chasing was bullying her. So what she's doing with her experiments on missing children is acceptable, But having a discussion about it and her choosing as an adult to come into your live stream and laugh and take part in the discussion is now bullying her. Uh-huh. Okay. I see how this works.
The Nancy Grace show. And the reason they took the pictures of these cameras, along with 2 others that I'm going to show you, not tonight, because like I said.
Can somebody disconnect these people's internet? I don't care if you disconnect mine at the same time. Can somebody disconnect these people's internet? This is out fucking unbelievable. And you know how many people are probably going to run with this shit? I can't even believe this shit.
Let's see how everybody reacts to these 2.
I don't know.
Before we show the other ones.
Your inner chat.
There's also light bulbs out there, camera. So they said that what happened was, for somebody who's joining late, the person who, the person who sent this to me, saw my video I made this week about Proudfoot's being on the Nancy Grace show and how what I thought they had deceptive language, deceptive speech patterns when they waited 4 seconds, 4 long ass seconds to say, yes, ma'am, to, not yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, sorry, no, ma'am, to, it's only 1 camera. You think so? Only 1 camera? I said 2 cameras. This, you got to look at, hold on.
There's the chat.
Well, you guys can debate it because the person told me these are 2 cameras. They told me these are 2 cameras. And this one might look weird because she said one is kind of turned one way and one is turned a different way. So they're not facing the same way. And the person that they was watching.
Look at this. Look at the comments in there. KP, CP, CPKP. You are busted. And all of Sebastian's army members' opinions, and more important, God knows what y'all did, and God is on Sebastian's side. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's from Misty Fisher. The live chat is going to be delayed. Like, this is real time. I'll put it back this way. She's showing her live chat as it was going. That's going to be off.
Watching it, okay? This is their neighbor. The neighbor, I'll get even closer if you want me to. Hold up. Let me move down here. The neighbor, can you see that dirt on top of there? Look over here. That's dirt. That's dirt. Look at that. That's dirt. So,
oh my gosh, the house has dirt on it. Say it ain't so.
Sorry. You can see where it's really white over here. And then you see by the camera where it kind of sticks out. It's darker.
This is, I have no words. I'm sorry.
Everybody look. Do you see my cursor? Can someone say, yes, I see your cursor? Yes. Okay. So you see this, my little hand here. You see how that's like kind of white, right? See where this hand here is? That's kind of white. But then look right above the camera, that kind of sticks out, right? That might catch some dirt. That looks like dirt. It looks like 2 different colors. That looks dirty. That looks cleaner. No?
Who cares?
You see the dirt. That's what I said. I see the dirt. It's dirt over the camera. She said the lens looked dirty to her, you know? Listen, I'm talking to her. So
now they're worried about the lens looking dirty. This has got, who the fuck is punking us? Where did you find these people? Oh, dear terms of service. If you didn't catch the beginning of this, you will get joy out of her editing tutorial of their pauses from a screen recording of a Nancy Grace interview. You will absolutely get joy out of watching that part because you like the technical stuff. And I'm being facetious as hell. You won't get any joy out of it, but she's rocket science.
If you got questions you want me to ask her, just tell me what you want me to ask, and I will ask her. I don't know. She said they looked dirty. She said it looked dirty on it. Don't ask me the question. Put in the chat what you want me to ask the person who actually took this picture, and I will ask her.
Yep, dirt.
I want you to ask her about her business. Tammy, it was nice knowing you.
Oh,
wow.
Got the boot.
Wow. Can you remove Tammy clips, please? Remove. I removed her comment. Just make sure I removed her. Anybody else? Let me watch. Wow, Tammy.
Got the boot.
It's okay. I'm a very sensitive person. Please tread lightly. Look at where the electric bulb is not connected. Ooh, I'm sorry. I went on. So what? I don't know what the date is exactly, but I can go back and look. I mean, I have it right there on my phone. But
by the way, if any of you have dirt on your homes and something horrific happens, like a child goes missing, just so you know, this is what we're up against here. because this could be any one of us, one of our loved ones, somebody we care about could be in these positions, and people like this have access to the internet and can take photos of your home and zoom in on them and pick out some specks of dirt and try to paint a narrative of guilt.
On the top of my head, I can't think of the exact date, but it was approximately a month, well, 4 weeks after Sebastian went missing, that they went on Nancy Grace. And they said, this person was mad. They watched. Can you ask her if the audio from that night of the disappearance is legit? Okay. If there's anything you want me to ask about these cameras, and reminder, I got 2 more to show you. Not tonight, though. I'll ask her. Ask her if she sees CP around there in February.
We don't even know if these.
Oh, you mean before Sebastian went missing? Yeah, I don't know if the cameras are still there. I did not ask her actually. But they got.
Yeah, she's sensitive and doesn't want anybody saying anything bad to her, but she's okay with doing this to the parents of a missing child. This totally adds up and makes complete sense, right? Sorry, I gotta go inside. It's getting a little chilly out here, and my brain is turning into mush. So, oh, Bella just coughed. Yeah, the neighbor, whoever this neighbor is, or whoever is sending these photos, I agree.
They saw my videos about the Proudfoots on Nancy Grace that I made this week, and when she saw that, she watched them on Nancy Grace when they were on right after Sebastian went missing, and she was pissed, and she called her sibling, who's their neighbor, and said, "They're saying they don't have cameras. Can you believe this?" And they're like, "No, they got cameras." And she's like they were talking to each other, and they were pissed off that they were saying they didn't have cameras when they have cameras. So literally the next day, they went and took pictures of the cameras because they had lied when Nancy.
Please tell me she didn't just say that. She didn't just say that. So they were having a conversation after she posted these snippets of the Nancy Grace interview. On Nancy Grace, they said they didn't have cameras. But now, 7-8 months later, the neighbor calls their sibling, because now there's a sibling involved, and they go out and take pictures, and there's what in the absolute hell? She just said this out loud. She just said this out loud. Janice, Julie isn't out searching either. And no, that's not what I do. I don't involve myself in missing children's cases, but thank you for your opinion. I'm sure Julie would like you back over there. You seem like a really nice person that she would love to have in her chat.
Nancy Grace said, "Do you have cameras?" Yeah, maybe one is old. She said these are both cameras. That's what she said. Listen, I didn't take pictures. I wasn't there, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to share. So do you want me to do anything? Like go further? Let me go further back. All right. Let me zoom out again. Zooming out, zooming out, zooming out. Okay. Just so you guys can see. All right. So this is why I got it zoomed out. See, boom, boom, boom. Right. Gutter, corner of the house, gutter. There's a light. I'm going in. I'm going closer. Going closer. Does it look like a camera there?
And what's your point? These photos were taken months after the Nancy Grace interview. Did you not think this through?
Thank you, Crafting and True Crime. Thank you. I appreciate you. And God knows what else these people have. But guess what? They like me.
They might have a defamation suit and a stalking order, in my opinion.
Because I'm an autism parent who fights for children with autism.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
And can you check the info on the pic? No question. Integrity. I know. I understand. I don't know how check the info on the integrity pic. I all I could say is what I know, which is I know who this person is. I know they're from Hendersonville. I know where they live. I know, where their house is.
Yep. Seth was in her chat.
Where, in regards to the Proudfoots house, I know they don't like the Proudfoots, period. They got.
I mean, okay. Thank you for repeating that.
Well,
That's
if this would have, let me tell you something, the date of this was right after they went on Nancy Grace because they were pissed that they said they didn't have cameras.
No.
Thank you, Mama Rissa. Is someone you want on your side. Absolutely. And let me tell you something. I'm a very loyal person and I love people and I love to be helped. Okay. The person you received this from was the sibling of the neighbor. The person, okay, let me correct myself. Mr. E, thank you for asking that question. The person who took the pictures actually with their camera and their sibling, but it was the sibling is the one who sent it to me, but she was with her sibling when they took the pictures.
Why does the
No, after they watched it that night separately from their own homes. She didn't live in the neighborhood.
how did the story just magically change again of who took the pictures?
The person who follows me is the parent of the autistic person. The person who lives, who's their neighbor, is the sibling. You understand? And
Right.
the whole family is from Hendersonville. They have by the way, their family name is known in Hendersonville.
And none of that matters.
They had, what can I say that I don't know. Let me check with her what I can say and what I can't say.
Somebody said great new information. The first person on YouTube to have this great coverage. Y'all, are we breathing the same air as these people? Genuinely asking, because I feel like there's depletion of oxygen in certain places.
Thank you very much, Shane. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to show you 2 more cameras. Hasn't believed what kind of, I don't know. Listen, I will go back and I will ask more questions. You know, literally, I got this late last night. All right. I saw him. I didn't really look at him. But then I looked at him again and went through the whole thing this morning. Okay. Last night was a busy night for me. This morning, I was like this. I called her early in the morning and she was going to work. And so I got out a few questions. I said, let's talk. Okay. Marie, has this been sent to Dog the Bounty Hunter? This is what my friend told me.
Freaking handful of ibuprofen.
She said she sent this, or she tried to contact regarding these pictures. Lots of people. She didn't say specifically, but all different creators on YouTube. Not YouTube. Well, I don't know. She said like all these people who were reporting about it, she tried to get in contact with anyone. And yes, she did call the tip line. Nobody got back to her.
And
Nobody got back to her.
I
Nobody from anywhere, law enforcement, anything got back to her. I don't know if law enforcement, but definitely nobody with the tip line. Let's put it that way. Didn't get back to her. And she tried to send it.
I wonder why nobody got back to her. I wonder why nobody got back to her. So they've been building this up for days on end. Remember, we went back 4 days when she started doing the edit thing on TikTok and building this all up to today's video of building this up and pushing people to YouTube. And then she did previous videos on YouTube to promote this live stream with this information. Yep, this is exploitation. I'm sorry. This is exactly what exploitation looks like.
It to different creators. And nobody was, I guess, you don't know who she was or listen to her, look at their messages. I don't know. Wasn't Nancy Grace in March? Yeah, they was like 4 weeks, I think, after. So if he went missing February 26th, this would have been towards the end of March. It was like 4 weeks or something after. All right, let me just go back and show you one more time the house and where I'm showing you this. I believe this is. I didn't mess it up. Let me tell you. But when I show you all 5 pictures that I have, if I got something wrong, check my Facebook. I will. Okay, let me check my Facebook. Hold on. If I said something that was wrong, I will correct it. Like let's say I said these cameras are on this right corner that I said. If I got that wrong, by the time you see all 5 pictures, you will be able to orient yourself to the house and where these cameras are. So listen, I think this is what she said. This is what I saw. So whatever, but you're going to see all the cameras and you're going to see all the pictures I have. Okay. I'm just showing you these 2. I'm going to go back to the other one. Just to show you where it is again in the large picture of the house. Hold up. Just check my question here.
This is unfucking real. And she's holding on to the other photos. I'm going to fast forward it. I can't. Did she show the second photo? I think that's the only one I saw. So she shows the one photo. Nope, let's listen to the end of this.
The group where Sebastian would fit, which was ages, I don't remember what the bracket was. Was it like 11 to 18?
Good night, Charla.
Or 11 to 17?
Thank you for being here. Sorry, this is triggering.
I think it was maybe 11 to 17 or 11 to 18. Every child in that 20-year study who was killed, who was autistic. Hold on. Every kid who was autistic.
Oh no, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I just can't.
To neglect.
I can't do this.
How long does it take for a child to be diagnosed? It doesn't. it's not thank you, Callie. Hi, Callie. Glad to see you on here. My husband has raised my son since he was around 8 years old. His dad is still in his life too, though. Audacity, I live it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. First photo of the house, second one of the camera. Yeah, you're right. There was two. Sorry. My brain zapped.
And can I tell you, do you know, I just tell you right now, my twins who are autistic I'm their stepmother, technically, although now I'm the legal guardian of Spencer.
Oh, this just makes it. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Not that that matters to me. That does not matter to me. Let me be clear about my frustration in that. She just determined what Chris was as a step parent and used that against Chris as a step parent.
I met my husband when they were 6 years old. He was raising them by himself, twin boys. My husband, Al, is a saint. He is the most amazing man I ever met in my life. He was raising them. Their mother had mental health problems, right? And had a breakdown, basically, and couldn't take care of them, didn't take care of them. And when I met him, he had been raising them from ages 4 to 6 by himself, but really he had raised them by himself for their whole lives. So I met him when they were 6, and we got together then. I had my son, who's 7 years older than the boys, so he didn't really grow up with them. I mean, he was like already like late to high school. They were young. And
Kiki.
I don't know if law enforcement knows that. I did call TBI early on in the case to direct them to that National Institute of Health study. I called them and said, have you looked at that study?
And you wonder why the TBI didn't call you back, because you're directing them to NIH studies that they have access to on Google too. And we're wondering why TBI isn't calling these people back. I mean, y'all, I'm so frustrated right now, and I feel completely helpless for this family.
Thank you.
Every day.
Thank you, Mana Smoke. You're great too. So many of you are so nice. But so
every day it's gotten worse. Every day.
I started raising them, and their mom eventually moved out of state. And you know, she calls our level 1 son, you know, but she doesn't have any contact really with Spencer, who's our profoundly autistic child. So I've raised them like they were my own since they were 6 years old. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And now when Spencer turned 18.
Dear terms of service, I feel that.
Al and I became his legal guardians, because once they're 18, you have to go to court and get legal guardianship.
She is.
Mom is not his legal guardian. We actually had to, if you don't know about guardianship, we had to serve her with papers because she's considered an interested party. And like you serve a divorce papers, you can't get divorced without serving your spouse's papers.
I'm sorry, but we don't need to know your story, ma'am.
What's the big?
Not that it's not important, but you're oversharing when you're trying to paint a picture in a negative light about parents of a missing teen. I don't need to know your life history. Sorry.
Honestly, did most kids wear belts these days? I mean, I don't know. My son was not. They're not wearing belts. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know, but you know, maybe they're Gucci belts or something like that. But why was it so important?
Chasey and I agree with that. I agree with that. 100% agree with that. I haven't even checked my comment section. I'll go check mine and see if she's been over in my comment section.
For him to wear a belt. Is it because if he didn't wear a belt, he had lost weight and his pants would fall off him? His pants would start sliding down? He needs the belt to hold up his pants because he's losing weight when they're withholding food from him, using food as punishment. Maybe that's why it's a big deal that he didn't have a belt on, because then people might notice. That's the same reason that they reported his weight, in my opinion, allegedly. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. That they reported his weight at first as 120 pounds. Because had they said, my child is 5'5", 15 years old, and 110 pounds, that would have raised red flags with police. Because the police would say, wait, let me think about this. My daughter's 14. She's 5'5", and she weighs more than 110 pounds. Right? And that's my daughter. She's thin. It would have raised red flags. So they told them it was 120 pounds. But after that, they knew, because they want to raise red flags right away, you know, looking into, because most kids who are found, you know, lose their life in the hands of parents and caregivers are found to have.
By the way, as I'm checking these comment sections, of the videos because I sometimes look, sometimes don't. I'm terrible about that. Pika, carry on. Whatever you want to respond to, and you have total authority to. My mods, I trust you guys. Say as you wish, do as you wish. You know how I feel. Thank you for responding to some of those comments.
Have had some type of neglect medically, physically, and also withholding food. Thank you, Callie. That's my girl, Callie. Withholding food from their child. You know, it's often one of the things that are signs, like precursors to this. They didn't want to be bothered with B&B program.
She doesn't even know anything about Sebastian. Like this is just. I feel like we have seen enough.
What nurses aid help with? I don't know. Medical neglect was why he was diagnosed late. My understanding is he
Medical neglect now. Yeah, I'm done. Sorry, guys. I can't. Emotionally, I can't do it. I gotta draw the line. Complete stranger on the internet. He was diagnosed with the 6q27 chromosomal deletion syndrome in the first year of his birth, from my understanding, from what Seth has said. And he was diagnosed with autism in October of 2023. Not that it's any of our business anyways, but I'm not giving that. I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that. This is so unfair. She cares so much, right? She cares so much. Sorry, Kenzie's running water. You want a funny cat video? Let me see if I can find you a funny cat video. I know TikTok has some. I had some on my TikTok. Some of you guys have seen my TikTok. Let's see. Let's do this one. Kyle and Kenzie make me watch these almost on the daily. Here we go. We're going to have a palate cleanser.
Oh, no! Rooney turns 1. Ow.
Oh! Orange cats are just wacky.
Is he going to deliver? Sweet.
That dog just got pummeled. Oh, we need a palate cleanser after that. I jumped right into that. Thank you, dear terms of service, because we all need a collective deep breath. Seriously. To all of my parents, loved ones, caregivers with children on the spectrum, medically complex children, special needs of any sorts. You're seen, you're heard, you're valued, and you are so appreciated that you do not partake in doing this to fellow humans. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. If you're checking out, thank you for watching these videos with us today. I know today's been exceptionally hard. These have been really triggering on a lot of different levels. Chasing, once again, a huge thank you to you for lending your voice to this morning's situation. I, again, highly encourage you guys. Her video is private, but when she puts it back up, you please go check out her community post in the meantime. If you would like to be a part of doing something to hopefully move something in the direction of action, I encourage you to go check out her community post and send her an email. Any suggestions you have of states with laws that protect victims, if there's anything that you can think of, something, anything, let us know. You can hit me up too. Please don't spam chasing and say it's Nonsense's fault. I already got cussed once today. But thank you all for being a part of these conversations and continuing to help us push back and demand better for victims and their families. It's going to be a long process, but we're not giving up. We will figure out how to get through it together, and we will continue to stand up for fellow human beings going through their worst times. All of these families deserve better. So I'm going to finish these. We're going to watch a few funny cat videos, but if you need to check out, I totally understand. And I appreciate you all. Thank you. It's my mods. Thank you for all of you do for standing by me. Some of you have been here from jump, and I cannot ever thank you all enough. And even the ones that haven't been here from, I am so thankful to have this island of people, truly.
Oh.
It's not that serious.
What
Can we lay down, Revival? I'm tired.
do you want? That's not how we communicate in this house.
Hells, welcome to the island. Welcome to the cabana. You're all islanders. Welcome to the cabana. These guys are wild.
This is
A day in the life with living with Kiki and Kenzie.
why you don't climb on the freaking counters. Augustus!
Stop, you're scaring me. You're scaring me. I said no.
Okay, hold on. I'll find another one. Kenzie wants me to find a specific video. What's it called, sis?
Just look up free huskies. Or huskies talking.
Okay, hold on. Kenzie is in control again. And directing us.
That one.
This one? Okay. Okay. If you have dogs present and don't have, this might cause chaos. It's Kenzie's fault.
This video is so funny.
Call the police. You fucking late. Oh my god, this sounds like Duchess's dog when we were talking earlier on the phone.
Just keep playing it. They keep going.
Spears pissed. Yeah, I couldn't deal. They're beautiful.
Joshua has been found in Ohio water. JLR is already on the scene.
What? Who?
Aries, it's up a little bit.
Oh. Another case out of Ohio. Oh. Oh, Duchess, I'll go check out I'll go play a couple of Duchesses. Oh my gosh. Hey, Aaron. You're rehabbing a squirrel? Oh my gosh, honey Elder, do you make videos of the squirrels? Crack me up. They crack me up. Oh yeah, that's terrible sad. Okay, hold on. Let me find you another video really quick because this is what Kyle and Kenzie do to me all the time. Kyle and Kenzie watch millions. I have so many in here. Okay, let me see. What do we got coming up next? Oh, I'm going to show a couple Duchesses too.
All right, can you say your
Hold on, let's see what this one is. We'll do this for like 5 minutes and then we'll be done.
name? Luna. That was perfect.
I need to tell you something, but you gotta come here so I can whisper it to you.
Oh no. Look at this dog. Yeah, rest easy, Joshua. That's sad. Look how cute he is. Sorry, Aussie dog mom of 6. I'm sorry.
I can whisper it to you.
You look like a potato.
Can you say hello?
Good boy. Can you say, how are you?
Oh my
Say,
God.
I love you.
Say hello.
Oh.
Say, I'm beautiful. You say good morning.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh, this one's pretty too.
I love you.
Those ones. Chasing, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but aren't those like yours? I don't know if that's.
I said.
Oh, he's pretty too.
No.
Some traffic light bags, okay? Greenies go. Going out.
Oh. Oh, I love golden retrievers. Oh, I want them all. I love dogs so much. Okay, let me go find a Duchess video right quick. Let me go find us a Duchess video. Duchess makes cute videos. Do. Why did it just bring up Duchess Christmas trees? HOA needs to find her again. Why isn't it right here? Hold on. Let me just. Oh my gosh. There's what's his name?
No, I got married.
Uh-oh. What has she been up to?
You really want to know?
Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. I don't know what she's up to in this one, but it looks like we're about to get chewed out.
Yeah. Your mom was probably pretty normal before she had you. But then you were born and you didn't sleep for 6 months. So she didn't sleep for 6 months and you refused to eat. And when you did eat, you would barf all over her clothes. And that made your mom a little crazy. And then you fell off your bike and you broke your arm. And then you got bullied in school. And then you started dating that weird dude with the stake through his nose. And all those things made your mom a little more crazy. And then you got married and you bought a house you can't afford and you're raising kids who never say please or thank you. Shit, they can't even read. And all those things made your mom super duper crazy. And now you come into my office and you go, Dr. Carl, why is my mom so crazy? And the answer is you, motherfucker. You made your mom crazy. So be
Lindsay, did you hear that? That's a TikTok directly for you.
nice to your mom because you're the one who fucked her shit up.
I feel that on a spiritual level. Oh.
Hello, darling.
Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing over here?
I do apologize that I was unable to take your call, but I was most likely out doing something splendid, something wonderful, something.
Am I on the wrong one, Duchess? Am I on the wrong one? I am. I'm on your backup, isn't it? Aren't I? I did. I pulled up. Isn't this your second one or is this your regular one? I can't never remember. Oh, I love these though. The way she remembers these and all the different accents. I always say, like, which one's. Oh my God, she's the best. Oh my gosh. She's stunning. Oh, these are the pinned ones. Okay, this is your regular. Okay. I was like, wait a second.
Inspiring because, well, that's who I am,
Stunning.
darling. I'm busy and popular. But that doesn't mean I don't want to talk to you. No,
I'm thinking, Duchess, I'm on TikTok. I was thinking YouTube for some reason. This is your backup on YouTube, the name.
to talk to you immediately. So leave your name, leave your number, leave the reason for your call because I am not a mind reader. All right, darling? Kisses, XOXO, toodaloo, cheerio, and all that jazz. Hello.
Clary, can I get one thing straight with you? I do not see plays because I can nap at home
Beautiful.
for free. And I don't see movies because they're trash. and they got nothing but naked people in them. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they're gonna make them into a miniseries.
You know, you would be a much more contented, pleasant person if you would.
If you want to post your TikTok link in here, Duchess, you know you can, and your YouTube and all your links. You girls, you know you can do that.
Find ways to occupy your time.
I am pleasant. Damn it! I just saw Drum Eaton this morning at the Piggly Wiggly, and I smiled at the son of a bitch, for I could help myself.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Miss Weezer. Now, you take your Bible and shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
oh, I got pictures of this last night. This looks so damn good. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I say we all go to her house. I say
I
we
got
all
married to an older
Oh,
man.
this is the one. This is the one.
And
I haven't liked it yet.
a zaddy, if you will. And I love an older man because they are so tired. You know, he's not getting into fights with me. He's fighting arthritis. He's busy. Now I got married to an older man. A zaddy, if you will. And I love an older man because they are so tired. You know, he's not getting into fights with me. He's fighting arthritis. He's busy.
Okay. Oh, that's the beautiful Duchess. That is our beautiful Duchess. She cooks. She's beautiful. She brings awareness to the missing, and she's a wonderful friend. There's that. Thank you for letting us wrap it up with that, Duchess. Highly appreciated. And to all my other beautiful women and handsome gents in the comment section, I am out. I am going to bed. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I probably will take tomorrow. I don't know, depending. I have 4 streams. This was Pika. This was a quick detour. Like I have other ones lined up of other characters, and this was we're gonna get on this one right away. Pika, thank you for giving me the heads up to this, and thank you all for keeping your eye out and keeping on these people. So at least we know now, though, what the narratives are going to be and people are going to be trying to run with and stuff. Hopefully there's enough people that have some common sense that don't run with this and push this any further, because this is crazy and insane. So have a great night, you guys. I will see you guys soon. Stay safe out there.